next question is from Councillor Kondakor.
Thank you, Mr Mayor. For the last decade, we've had considerable house building in Weddington and St Nicholas wards. One of the many impacts has been on the reduced reliability of the Wednesday waste and recycling collections which serve this expanding area. The problems have become worse as we've had the impacts of the ongoing pandemic and industrial action by some of Coventry City Council-based recycling lorry drivers. Requests have been made to reconfigure the routes for several years, and in June 2021, that's getting on for a year ago, officers produced plans which showed parts of Weddington being transferred onto the Tuesday route. Can the portfolio holder progress these stalled plans or rapidly provide an alternative relief for residents on the Wednesday collections, some of which have missed 2 recycling collections in a row? Thank you.
Councillor Markham.
Thank you, Mr Mayor, and thanks, Councillor Kondakor, for the question. Labour's massive development in St Nicholas and Weddington has caused a number of pressures on the east of Nuneaton in terms of services and infrastructure, all of which Labour failed to properly plan for when dumping 6,000 houses in the area. It has been left to this Conservative administration to deal with this Labour's legacy of failure on a number of fronts, and sadly this also includes the waste rounds, and we now are at the absolute limits of our current capacity. In our budget for a better borough that this Conservative Council passed in February, we have faced the challenge head-on and have budgeted for a new collection round, equipment and crew. This is a significant investment by this Conservative Council in the services that our residents desperately need in St Nicholas and Weddington. Unlike Councillor Kondakor, we are not carping from the sidelines, we are getting on with the job of building a better borough for all. Labour and the Greens failed to support this extra investment in our services. This will all tie in with the reconfiguration work for waste and recycling collections that we are currently undertaking. We are now working with amended route schedules and maps which account for the new builds, including project schemes within the Nuneaton and Bedworth Borough Council area, and we are currently testing the routes to ensure they are achievable. Once we are satisfied with this, communications will commence to inform residents of changes and prepare amended information accordingly. We are therefore looking for amended routes to commence later this year.
Thank you, Councillor Markham. Yes, Councillor Kondakor.
Thank you for your answer, but it's very similar to the answers I got a year ago when Labour ran the council. We clearly understand that there is a problem with the length of routes, and we have built almost all our houses. About 85% of the new houses have gone into Weddington and St Nicholas. So as a temporary measure, I would like a bit of that area to be collected on the Tuesday round. That would at least balance things out before you got the long-term solution. Your officers keep giving us the same thing. It'll be in 6 months. It'll be in 3 months. We need some relief now, and if you cannot fix this, can you give residents £10 a collection back for each time you miss? Because Weddington and St Nicholas residents pay an awful lot in green bin charges, and they're getting the worst service in the borough.
Councillor Markham.
Well, just in response, why is it that you actually voted against us for the budget when we applied for the extra bin round?
Excuse me, public gallery, please. It's not appropriate. Councillor Kondakor, you've asked the question and had a supplementary as well, and you've had your answers. Thank you.